Picture yourself walking through a forest. You've been traveling for many days and are very tired. You emerge from the forest and you spot a nearby village. You enter the village, but since you don't have any money or valuables to trade, the villagers aren't so welcoming. It doesn't have to be this way, though. You may not have physical objects of great value, but you possess intangible goods. We're talking about knowledge. You have exclusive knowledge that could be very valuable to the village. As the village people watch you fish with your fishing rod on the lake, you catch the eye of a very important person, the king. Now, suppose the king makes you an offer. If you fish for the village, you will be given your freedom and a place in the village. It seems fair, so you accept. You are now providing a service to the village. However, it's hard work for one person to fish for an entire village, and there's a risk that you won't be able to fish enough. There must be another option. And there is. You could teach a group of villagers to fish. You could share your intellectual property with another group. And in exchange for offering this knowledge, it's fair to request a portion of the gains as payment. You demand 1 fish for every 10 fish caught using your method of fishing. This is your transfer price. Now you're in a situation where you're benefiting from your exclusive knowledge without being the exclusive user of it. The idea of transfer pricing occurs because, although you're a part of the village, you're still owed payment when leasing your intellectual property to the other village people. You can't relax yet, though. There will always be competition, so in order to stay ahead of the curve, you must continue making sure that your IP is the best and most useful for your client. You have the brilliant and novel idea of surveying the lake at different points in order to observe the fish population, and with this knowledge, you put yourself to work creating a map. The value of the map is immense, as now the village's fish production could potentially triple. Therefore, it's logical and fair that your cut of the fish, aka your transfer price, also increases. The king is very pleased with the map, and the village begins to produce more and more fish. At this point, the village is producing more fish than it can possibly consume. The value of generating more fishing IP is lower, as the benefit of having more fish is also lower. The solution? To widen the economy. You decide to take a cart of fish to the uncontacted village to the north, and you return with a cart full of apples that you've traded. And more importantly, you've discovered a new trade route. With the ability to trade fish, there's now a huge potential in producing surplus fish for the village. Therefore, your trading knowledge can increase the value of your own IP portfolio, and of course, your payment. Now that you understand transfer pricing, think about how this applies in CEMEX, how different operations interact with each other, and why transfer pricing is important when one operation is sharing intellectual property with another. As always, if you have any doubts, feel free to contact us and visit our IP community.